Oh, well, hello. It's Thursday night. It means it's almost the end of the week. Isn't that rad? I'm so hyped. Tonight's going to be a great show. I'm doing a weird thing. Batman's really hard to draw. I'm not going to lie. I struggle a lot with Batman. I don't know why. It's just like I don't know why I could do other stuff. And he just doesn't make sense to me for some reason. So I'm struggling. But you guys are going to see me struggle, do pencils on the sketch cover tonight. But we'll get to that. Welcome back to the Comics Wellspring live drawing show, Spilled Ink, where we're spilling ink and spilling the tea for 2 hours. Of course, I'm your host, Brandon Bloxdorf. Tonight's we're doing sketch covers and pinups because I wanted to do a sketch cover for my local shop. They do this really cool sketch cover drive where they have all these awesome artists, like from indie creators to like all your favorite in the professional realm and whatnot. But they donate these covers and they raffle them off basically, and they donate it all to a literary foundation here in Winchester. So I'm going to do one this year. Pretty hyped about it. And if you guys want to do one, just let me know and we'll connect you with the shop. They do such cool things. I love four color fantasies, so look them up. But as I struggle through the pencils, we're going to watch my amazing, awesome, wonderful co-host delivering some pretty crazy comic book creation equipment in front of us.
Yeah. Yep. What's up, everybody? Yeah. So I got a Leroy lettering set for Christmas. It was a late Christmas gift. And we're going to sample it out today because I just learned how to use it. And then I'm going to go work on something else because I'm not going to sit here and letter for 2 hours.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
But yeah, and I got a copy of this comics newspaper, this mutual aid comics newspaper.
Ooh.
Got my work in it, which is pretty sweet. Here, hold on.
Put it up a little bit. Oh, that's cool.
So yeah, it's all printed on offset and stuff. It's nice and big. It's 11 by 17 actually. So
that's sick.
Size.
Totally.
I got a printing sample of gag from the printers this week too, and just needed to fix a small thing on it. But those are going to be out soon. Exciting. I got all sorts of stuff coming up my way.
Ooh, that's hype. So hype. And we'll dive more into all of that, dude. I'm so curious about that lettering thing. That sounds like fun.
We'll do intros and then we'll do a 10-minute spotlight on this freaking weirdo gadget.
Yes. And also joining us, let's do a little roundtable of our guests tonight. I'm super hyped. All of them are returning guests. Adam Lemnah. Dude, I miss you. How are you? Relic Hunter 2 is out. I'm so excited.
It is out,
or about to come out. It is out.
It is. Well, I mean, it's in pre-orders. So
there you go. Yeah.
And it's at cosmiclionproductions.com. It's amazing, dude. I really can't wait for everybody to get a hold of it. It's 64 pages. It's got a 31-page main story. It's got a backup story from Tony Farrow. It's got 17 pinups in it, including one from Ian Cinco here tonight. And it's also got like a little process section. So
cool.
I'm really excited. And but I'm letting you guys all know we are not going to take nearly as long for issue 3. Manny and I are already working on the script right now. And tonight I'm going to be working on a pinup sort of inspired by what we're working on in the script and inspired by this Savage Sword of Conan, Earl Norham painting. Ooh. I don't know if you guys can see it. So it's going to be fun.
Oh, dude, that's awesome. Man, I'm so excited. I love Manny as well. He is the man. I love Manny.
He is, man. He's the best. He's literally the best dude, man. Just so much fun to hang out with, so full of energy, a great collaborator, and just a great soul, man. He's a good dude.
And so we'll bounce into all that. I can't wait to hear more about your Relic Hunter pens and just details about the book. So can't wait to talk about that tonight, Adam.
Thanks,
Greg's he's our what do you call it when you go into a residency? He's our artist in residency right now. Hanging out with us every week. Dude, Greg, how are you? What are you working on right now?
I am pretty darn well. I really appreciate you for asking, bro. And right now I'm working on a comic that I call Toon Riot. It's something it's like a comic strip I aim to release weekly. Um, I'm about to start college soon, so hopefully I can, keep up that same momentum.
I feel that.
But yeah, but as of right now, I'm sticking with I'm in between zines because I love zines or just like the 3 to 4 panel comic strips, but essentially kind of expanding on the world that I've created of these different and wacky characters and being able to essentially put them all in the same place with different, and complicated stories.
Love it, dude. Dude, I love how it looks great. I can't wait to dive into this part what you're working on too. Are you you're just inking it? You're not lightboxing, you're just inking it right now?
Yeah, I'm just inking right now, bro.
Love it. I wish I wasn't doing pencils right now. It's gonna suck. But I'm hyped to bounce back to that. And we have Ian Cinco. Ian, dude,
What's up?
I'm so excited to see you as always, per usual. What have you been up to? What are you working on tonight?
Tonight I'm doing a little sketch in Odd Jobbers, which is the bootleg Hellboy anthology.
Nice.
Somebody picked up a copy. And then I'm going to probably do a pinup of my character Zuzu punching someone.
Ooh.
Ooh,
So
nice.
you don't sell the book, you sell the sketch inside of the book, correct?
Correct. Yes.
That's so smart. I have a parody book I'm working on too, and I remember you telling me that, and that's how I've been pitching it to people because everyone's like, "Oh, well, what if it's this?" I'm like, "Well, we're not selling the book. We're gonna sell sketches inside of it." And
Yeah,
I
it's
stole
real.
that from you.
It's real, man. I mean, that's really what I'm doing,
Dude, yeah, that's a brilliant way to do parody or bootleg or anything like that. I think that's brilliant. Love it. We'll can't wait to talk about all your busyness. I know you're doing a lot right now, so that's gonna be exciting.
Yeah.
But we also have what is that cast, dude? Evan, I miss you. It's been a minute since we've.
I know, dude. It's been a little while.
I know what you've been up to.
Yeah, dude. I was gonna say I'm not sure how much we can talk about that, but I'm very excited about that project.
It'll probably come out because I'm probably excited. Yeah, we'll bring it up midstream at least. But you've been working on some cool stuff in the background.
Yeah, working on some cool stuff. I just got asked to do some storyboard work for a local filmmaker, so that's pretty cool. Working on that alongside just like some other miscellaneous comic stuff. I'll get into that later. But right now I'm working on a little White Ranger pinup action.
Ooh.
Big Power Rangers fan, and haven't drawn them much lately, so I thought this would be a good opportunity to do some of that.
That's fun. Dude, that's sick. I can't wait to check
thanks,
that out.
Dude. Hell yeah.
Let me bounce into the chat too. I know it's been blowing up. I kind of ignored everybody. I'm sorry. Tim Harris, how popular are these live feeds? Perfect timing for my drive home. Dude, we do a live show on every Thursday night for 2 hours and most Mondays for an hour. And then we have a Tuesday live show at 3 EST. So yeah, you can we have a lot of content. You can watch all of it. You can catch up on stuff. Please check it all out. We have tons of new shows that I'll talk about too. I should promote them more. Art of Victor. Yo, Victor, how you doing, my dude? You just did a killer Fantastic Four, like the Thing piece that you just posted. That was awesome.
Nice.
Roman, hello chat. Hello Brandon Max. Hello Roman. Roman was also saying just the different grip styles on the pens and pencils. Are you a lefty, Evan?
Oh, 1000%. Yeah, the camera's flipped. I don't know if it on the stream it looks flipped. For me in the studio, my camera's flipped, but yes, I am a lefty.
Yeah, you and me are the lefties in the group. Remember that,
dude. Lefties unite.
He also says I tend to be a double southpaw. Currently, my right hand almost in reverse. Cool stuff. I love that.
Damn right on.
Meow Official says, hello, did the stream just start or am I late? You're actually just in time when you asked that question. So I think I answered your question already, but so hyped you're here. Thank you so much. And hello to Allison as well. Hyped. Now I can start drawing because I'm done with the intros and I don't have to focus as much. But I'm doing like an absolute Batman, but like I wanted to do Golden Age Batman, so I'm doing an absolute Golden Age.
Dude,
Nice.
I'm very excited to see that mashup.
I hope it comes out all right. Dude, I suck at drawing Batman. I don't know why. Batman and Spawn are the two characters I want to draw, and every time I draw them, I'm like, this sucks.
Yeah. The last time I tried to draw Spawn, it kind of came out all water hosy. And I was like, I guess that's cool.
I feel
You
that.
said that, and I was like, damn, that sounds like Spawn.
I'm actually glad because it's like an oversized like sketch cover too. So I think I'm gonna have the cape trail into the back of it. I always like when there's a sketch cover that goes all the way.
Oh hell yeah, dude.
But Max, why don't you tell us about this contraption while we get started?
Yeah, hold on. I was ruling out some panel borders. Okay. Yeah, so this is a Kufel and Esser Leroy lettering set. It's got this cool little plaque on it. I don't know when this one was made, but it's this like little wooden case, and then when you pop it open, you've got all sorts of goodies inside. And so these are like lettering guides that you use for your lettering, and then these are little pens. They're like a tech pen, but really small. So there's a tiny little pin in this, and then that sits in this casing, and that's what you're using to put ink on the page. I have no clue what this guy is yet. This is some manual version of doing it. And then you get this guy, which this is how you do everything with this thing. But yeah, it's cool. So you use like, here, hold on. We're gonna make a straight line. And it's actually better. I have a parallel bar up there that's from like architecture stuff, so it's way better if you use one of those, but I'm just using this for today. And so like you line your lettering guide up, and then you use this bottom pin here and put that in this guide, and then this pin sits in the black guide. And yeah, oh no, sorry, this pin sits in the letter, right? And so if we're doing my name or like my handle, so you put this over into the A, and then press your nib down, and then just trace your letter form. If I can get it in there, yeah. And look, my ink's already dry, so hold on. You use it like a little needle tip or a syringe to try and put ink in.
Whoa.
And then it holds it. It might just be even clogged. This thing's old and I haven't cleaned it yet. Yeah. So we're gonna line this up. Let's see what we can do.
This is so gnarly.
Yeah. Dude, I mean, and like you can get fast at this stuff too, so I'm doing a bad job of holding everything in place, but there's your A, a little inky, but that's okay. And then you slide this over, right? And you want to do the second letter, which is R. And then you just try and line it up the best you can. And then swirl it around in the letter form. And there's your R. And we're going to do the same thing with the T. There's your T. But this is how all of the EC Comics guys did their lettering.
That's wild.
I know. There's your O. And there's all sorts of different sizes of like point, you know, just like any other pen. And they've got like commas and signs and all sorts of crud.
Wow.
There's your F. And once you get the hang of using it, not so bad. But this is literally the first time I've tried to form actual words with this thing. And And there you go. But
Dude,
yeah, I can't even imagine
That is so cool.
I can't even imagine lettering an entire comic with one of these things. You know, like I would love to. I'd have to try with just a page first and see really how long it took and get the technique down. But you know, it creates that iconic, you know, EC font, and it's all very uniform and nice. And yeah. So there's my monster of a drafting toy that I now get to play with.
love that. Love
Yeah.
that so much.
So we're gonna go clean this and go get to the actual work now.
Dude, that's sick. So Adam, tell me about the process on Relic Hunter 2. Dude, I remember seeing some of the pages, and then I saw something on your post where it's more complete, and I saw one of them like when you were first working on it, and I was so
Yeah.
sick to see like the full page setup.
Oh, thanks,
So
man.
yeah, yeah. The process and like your lead up to like releasing it too.
Oh, all right. Well, the process of the book was, I mean, it took a good amount of time because I was really trying to like achieve like a certain level of quality throughout the book, but also because, I mean, I was trying a lot of new things. From the very beginning, at the scripting stage, I had um professionals looking at it and giving me like insight and looking at both the art and the story, and so I worked on that stuff, and drew it and redrew it and redrew it, until I got it right. And then once I had, uh, I kind of, I would do it like a chunk at a time. So I would do like 5 pages of the script, and then I would, and then I would ink those. I did roughs for the whole thing. The roughs took about 3 months because, for 31 pages, I'd never done a story at that length before. And I
Oh,
found along the way there was some stuff that I needed to do um to sort of consolidate some pieces. Some things worked better visually or worked better as, like dialogue that I had thought had would be like the other way. So a lot of it was like adapting that stuff too, and then also like being super duper ridiculously perfectionist about the art.
I mean, what a
So
level up though. Like that, I'm sure that like made you understand the process better and like speed. What you learn during that? Like, it's like what were
oh
some of the
man,
main things that helped you out?
I mean, like, a lot of it was studying the work of other people, practicing a lot more, keeping a sketchbook, looking at tons and tons and tons of reference. I spent so much time looking at reference and pulling reference and finding places in 1980s New York that kind of resembled what I was thinking of in terms of locations and things like that, and making sure that I got like the fashion correct and the cars correct. And yeah, it was a big even like I ended up buying like these little die cast cars to use as models for some of the like car sequences in there. It was a lot more like writing the script. I was like, oh, this is gonna look super cool, but then I had to do it, and it was like a shit ton of fucking work. And just like learning how to do like cityscapes and learning how to uh you know really stop bullshitting with like anatomy and character design and all that sort of thing. So yeah, it
Oh,
was
dude,
a
that's
long
sick.
yeah, it was a long process. A lot of videos, a lot of books, a lot of just like honestly like looking at what everybody else was doing and seeing like how they were attacking like certain things. And then like for me, I wanted to make sure that I was using like going as traditionally as possible for the inking and the zipatone and all that stuff. And so I actually like it- used markers on the boards and tones on the boards and everything else, and it was it was really exciting. That made it a lot of fun. So, and then just the story itself was a lot of fun as well, because it's like making a serial killer movie for the second one.
Oh,
So,
sick.
which is kind of funny, but yeah, I mean, like, we really wanted to make it true to Manny and I both are huge fans of like Abel Ferrara and John Carpenter and Outlaw comics and stuff. So, and as you can see from like the cover, it's like a Caliber Presents homage. So it was a lot of fun, man. A lot of fun, but a lot of work.
Oh, dude. I mean, yeah, I know you poured your heart out in this one too. Like you've been at it for a minute, and it just goes to show, like, you need to go back to the shop sometimes and just like refine
Oh
your
yeah.
craft and take your time instead of rushing out a product. And I really enjoy that about it.
Oh yeah, man. I mean, like, listen. For me, I felt like there were times, obviously, that life gets in the way, and you're busy doing like other stuff, and you got to just accept that that's going to be like what happens now and then. And there's nothing wrong with that. You're not, you know, blowing it, and you just got to stick with it, and sometimes sticking with it means taking the amount of time that it needs in order for it to be really what you want it to be.
Yeah, and that's important because then you always want to put out a product that you're 100% proud of, not just like half proud of, you know?
Oh, exactly. And that's part of it too, is like, making something that I felt like people I have this thing where I feel like I want to make sure that people are getting their money's worth. If they're buying my book for $10, I want to make sure that those $10 are getting you as much as you can possibly get.
There you go. Yeah, that's important too. The value inside of it too, just enhancing your book and adding all that material, I think is just such a good bonus too. And Tony Fierro's awesome. Can you tell us about his story?
Oh yeah, Manny and I wrote the backup, which was really fun
Oh,
too. It's set in New York. It's a little bit of a prequel, and it stars the two new characters in the story, the two like new main characters, Lena Gonzalez and her partner Tommy O'Barr,
oh wow.
and they
That's sick.
are NYPD homicide detectives on the trail of a serial killer, and
Oh,
our
sick.
guy gets kind of dropped into the middle of that, and it's a lot of fun, man. Mayhem induces.
Ooh. And how's it been with Cosmic Lion, man? This is your second
uh
release with them then?
yeah, man. Amazing. I mean, Eli's the best.
Yeah.
There's nothing negative I can say about it. He's got a great team working with him now, uh especially for like marketing and all that sort of end of things. It is absolutely, he's come so far. There's so many people. It's a community. There's messenger chats and Discord chats, and constantly sharing work, and it's just it's really exciting to be a part of that.
Yeah, Eli's we were talking around New Year's and his excitement for the year was like I was getting pumped and I was just like, man, I'm so excited to see what you guys are up to. Like he's been killing it, just working so hard on making sure all of the artists are taken care of and doing what they need to. It's insane what Cosmic Lion has blown up into. And plus, like, I feel like it's popping up more and more everywhere too. Um in terms of
Agreed.
sponsors and just recognition.
I mean, it was really awesome to see the comics beat call Eli out.
Yeah.
That was really fantastic. And I really feel like we're doing something that's going to be remembered, in the future, which is really cool. Having a legacy and making sure that these books are around, and that we get them in front of people. It's really exciting, man. And I mean, like, he's always bringing in new people and going in new directions. I'm sure there's going to be stuff that I don't even know about at this point, that is really awesome.
Yeah, it's the crazy part. Like, even as Apollo's grown over the last couple of years, when trying to keep everybody in the loop on all the steps, it's like it's been a struggle for everybody. I'm always just like,
Yeah.
guys, there's this. Oh, and this. We actually have like designated departments almost for what we're doing now, and it's interesting getting to that point where I'm like, I just need you guys just to do this. Like, pour your heart into
Yep.
this project. Our
That, I mean, like when you become more professional, I mean, it is definitely reflected in the work that comes out. So, yeah, man. When you
and
handle it professionally, and you guys do, you and Eli both, you know how to treat it in a professional way, and that's what you have to do.
thanks. Yeah, it's freaking awesome. Eli's such a good, like, mini mentor, and like I always look up to the guy. He's helped me a lot. Always good just to get like a good sense of like, all right, am I doing this right?
Oh
And he like
yeah,
always
for
gives,
sure.
or just like when situations when I'm just like, all right, this happened. Like, this is what I'm thinking. What would you do? What are your perception on it? And he's always really good and honest, and it's helped a lot. It's given a lot of confidence in things.
Yeah, he doesn't tell you what you want to hear sometimes, and that's exactly what you need, is someone who's gonna be truthful with you and still be you know still be your friend and still be your publisher and be there for you to be the best creator that you can be.
Yeah, hands down. And you always kind of need that because we all kind of get strayed at some point. So alignment is good as we get lost in the mix of things too.
Totally,
Especially because
man.
we're all so far from each other sometimes. I know you guys are more based on the East Coast. But like
Well,
keeping
no,
that
we're on the
connection is
West
important.
Coast.
Oh, what? Oh, I'm thinking of myself. My bad. Yeah, you guys are on the West Coast. I switched to the entire side. I was like staring at this and it messed me up. Yeah, you guys all both sleeping on the West Coast and whatnot.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
you got to try to find a way to stick together and keep that hype going.
Without a doubt, man. I mean, that's definitely a big part of it is uh being able to be around other people who are creating. For sure. Oh my God. Absolutely.
Do you guys do meetups pretty often or try to?
Uh, you know, at times, yes, it's difficult because all of us are doing shows at different places and different times. So, we try and get together as often as possible. There are certain shows that we do out here together um, every year, and so those are really fun too. And being a part of Cosmic Lion means like, yeah, we talk pretty regularly, and it's about like, how can we best get these books into people's hands and get them, get really cool stories out there, and yeah, man, just drive engagement, which is huge for getting the books out there.
Yeah, that's been the interesting part. How are you with your like sales and marketing and like getting movement? Do you feel like you've hit like a slow period? Do you think it's pretty consistent, or because we're off con season, it's not really top of mind?
For me, I mean, I will get uh, I don't get regular commissions, but I get commissions pretty more than I used to, which is really good, and sell that kind of stuff. As far as the books go, right now is great, obviously, because we're in pre-order. There's a lot of people. It's exciting. It's new. But finding ways to keep it interesting and new and getting it out there. I mean, sales, we sold out the first printing of Relic Hunter 1. We've sold most of the print of the second printing of Relic Hunter 1. And prior to that, I had sold um, three printings of the issue 1. Three printings of the issue 1 ash can, and then two printings of the issue 2 ash can. So, it's and I do the ash cans I do on my own. Like I hand print and hand assemble those um to save a little bit of money. Shout out to Office Depot.
There you go.
Hey,
And yeah, I haven't done like and then the last like thing that I self-printed was a sketchbook, and I brought that to Heroes last year, and I still have some of those left, but I sold a bunch of those at Heroes, and I went with Fireball printing on that, and that was fantastic. So but numbers, it's hard to say right now because I don't get like a daily kind of report for that, but we have a certain goal in mind that we want to sell, and I'm fairly confident that we will reach that goal as the year progresses. I wouldn't be surprised to see it go into a second printing, but we'll see what happens.
That's awesome. I need to get more. This year, we're trying to be more strategic on understanding our sales and like just the navigation of the business, instead of just
Oh,
shooting from the
sure.
hip constantly. I guess your first few years are just like excited and you wanted to shoot from the hip, but you're like, oh, well, if I need to sustain this, I got to figure out a few things.
Yeah, but
That's
that's the
cool.
thing. I mean, like it really, you know, to the sustainability end, it's like it can get really difficult trying to compete with the algorithm and compete with like the appetite for people wanting new content constantly, constantly, constantly. And so, like, at a certain point, I just stepped back from that and I was like, you know what? I got to work at my pace. I got to do what I got to do. I have life. I got a kid. I got work.
Uh-huh.
um, and so that's how it is sometimes, and you got to prioritize certain things. But, uh, there's a lot of pressure to get the next one out and the next one out and the next one out. I don't necessarily think that's like, and luckily with Cosmic Lion, it's not too bad with that, but I can definitely see for some folks that's really difficult, man. So
Yeah, it's navigating like kind of what works best for you and your business too. You know what I mean? Everyone kind of has different situations or different ideas of what they want to do with their books. And so I think
yes,
that's another thing is like figuring out what works best for you and your goals instead of mimicking what other people do. Because then you just kind of be caught in a cycle of, oh, they're doing this, I should catch up, or they're doing this. But it's like, oh, just kind of vibe it out and it'll all flow into
yes.
line. Everyone will catch up on their work and it'll slow down.
Yeah, I mean, it's really tough, man, because there's definitely a push to get things out as quickly as possible, get them out into the marketplace, and then get the next thing out, and then get a book to like a trade together, and have that as like passive income, and like have it's a lot to manage for one person. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Hands down. Yeah.
So you got to do the best that you can do, I think. So
And it's cool having like communities like Apollo and Cosmic, or even the CWS like Discord now. Like you could ask,
oh
questions like this and
yeah.
get advice and insight and lessons from other people too. Not a lot of people keep the secrets. You know what I mean? Like people are always willing to share and help others out.
Agreed, man. And I am someone who's benefited hugely from that. I mean, uh between Cosmic Lion and Cartoonist Kayfabe and every online resource and all the people that I keep in touch with on Instagram, it's that's a huge resource for sure, man. Got to learn from the people who are doing it.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's sick. It's super awesome. That's kind of a good thing to think about too, like going into this year, like figuring out like plans and like releases. Do you have anything else that you hope to put out this year besides starting off the year with Relic Hunter 2?
I would like to put out Relic Hunter 3 this year. That is sort of the goal right now, tentatively, to get it out by fall.
Oh
So,
wow.
yeah, I want to work a lot faster on this one. Not sacrifice the quality. and get the next one in people's hands, and then a trade after that will be the next thing for the beginning of 2027.
That's sick. You know, a lot of people I know are doing the 3 issue and then a trade now, and I think that's real smart for indie comics at least. No matter what size, I think that's a good way to catch people up, but also stay on top of your inventory and not make it so strenuous too.
1000%. Yes, man. I mean, like, being able to just have those books at certain shows, that's fantastic.
Yeah, yeah, and then just reducing it to a trade eventually, and maybe a couple Cinco issues or prints, zines, stuff like that.
Agreed.
That's a good roundtable question too. Like, you know, Ian, do you have any other releases that you're trying to put out this year?
Just Neon Spring. That's really all I'm focused on, apart from
Okay.
jobby jobs, you know?
Oh, I love that, dude. You told me originally, I don't know, maybe because Neon Spring is it marked as issue 0?
The copy you have is issue 0, yeah.
Okay, yeah. All right.
Which,
and this is
you
gonna
know,
be the official one, huh?
I think a lot of us do that. I did that personally because I just didn't know what I was doing yet. I didn't know where it fit in the story. You know, it's like it used to be a gimmick, but I feel like now it's like that's just like our launch pad, basically.
Yeah, I did that with Teenage Babylon, and I felt like it was it's like we're also like, I guess from a writer's perspective, it gave us a chance to like work together without having to invest too much into it. Like if the 0 happens and it's just like, okay, it's a sampler, you know what I mean? Or it was an idea, but or it serves as a good ash can, you know, to like,
right.
Both of us hand out our 0s like crazy. I know that for sure.
Oh yeah, I'm getting to the point where when I have issue 1 out, whatever inventory I have left, I'll be very eager to give it away at some point, you know. Basically, anyone who ever buys anything from me gets a copy of issue 0, the main cover.
Oh, same. Yeah. It's kind of like your promotional toss away to keep people going and interested in it.
Yeah.
Do you think you would do like combine issue 0 and 1 together in a printing? Or would you wait for a trade when you have like other issues with it?
So my issue 0 is what happens in it is gonna be incorporated into the story, but I'm gonna redraw it. It's like at this point I don't even consider it part of the canon anymore because I've developed so much and changed so much, and it wouldn't fit. It doesn't make sense to base my whole story around a comic that I made when I didn't know what I was doing, you know. So I'm gonna collect it. It'll be in the trade, but it'll be with like a little you know, paragraph explaining where it sits, you know.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, nice. But
yeah, what happens in that issue, I do want it to occur. I still want it to occur in the story, but it's going to occur a little differently than it happened. So,
could you give us a pitch of what Neon Spring is about in general, for those who don't know?
I'm having a hard time figuring out how to pitch it because, like, I don't know how to do it without revealing too much right now. My issue 0 is about a driverless car that lobotomizes people. There's a group of paramilitary people who escort a car around and they pick people's brains out every night. And one of the missions goes astray, so they recruit what they think is a sex bot named Zuzu. But Zuzu's she's coming from Neon Spring, and she's on a deep espionage mission that they're not aware of at all, actually. So that's sort of my pitch for my quickest pitch is it's about a driverless car that lobotomizes people.
I love
that. I'm buying that book in a heartbeat, man.
It's so good. Like even the 0 is phenomenal, dude. I think the 0 it was so much fun to go through, and the art, like, you give me such Paul Pope vibes.
Oh, so shit. Sick. I love that guy, man.
Yeah, so good.
I forget. Did I tell you that I fucked up? I was kind of hanging out with him, and I messed up and went home. I missed out on like having a solid Paul Pope hang.
Oh, really?
Basically, I was at a signing. I went to the bar next door, and he's known for like hanging out at bars, so he came by and invited me to hang out with him. But I was with a friend, so I saw my friend off. And when I went back inside, I couldn't find him. And he was totally in the backyard, but I didn't realize there was a backyard. So I hopped on the train. And I didn't realize that until I was like halfway home. I was like, oh, fuck, there's a backyard.
I bet you'll find him again. Like just being
Oh,
one of those things. Yeah.
Oh, of course.
That's sick. Paul's awesome. He's a great guy.
Yeah, he's super cool, man. I've got to love his comics too.
Was he a big inspo when you were like trying to find like a style and you were working on books like that? Like your first Neon Spring?
I think Katsuhiro Otomo and Mobius were my biggest inspirations, and Shiro Masamune when I was doing issue 0. But you know, I got a shelf where Paul Pope and all those guys I just named, they're all on that shelf. They're always behind me. So yeah, I can't say he wasn't.
Keeping an eye on you.
Yeah, staring at me, burning a hole in the back of my head as we speak.
I hear a lot of artists and creators do stuff like that. Like they'll put their heroes up so they know they're always watching them and like getting constant inspiration. And I love that.
I'm kind of torn right now between, I'm doing a lot of spring cleaning in winter. And I know for a fact, like, I love having my bookshelf right behind me, but it's kind of like blocking creativity. Like I think it's better to have more empty space to put work up and constantly have like new work flowing and changing through the space. I find that like as soon as I have like a shelf behind me, it's just dead. You know, like nothing's happening on it, and it sucks. It's like we're always strapped for space. You know, it's always hard to find the space that we need. I feel like I got to choose between do I make a room that I like feel cozy in, or do I make the room that I produce more work in? You know?
Yeah. You
No,
can't live comfortably if you're going to be an artist.
Yeah, it's like I hate to put it that way. It's not that it needs to be uncomfortable, but it's not full cozy. You know?
No,
dude,
At the studio.
My chair downstairs where I get most of my drawing done. It's like the back will lean back right away. Like it doesn't hold you, so you really can't like sit back on it, and you'll just like lean back right away. So I can't get like if I try to get cozy or just try to relax a bit and not sit like at the edge, I'm gonna fucking just fall off. So it's like a death trap, but it like works. And when you do fall off, it catches you kind of far, so you kind of jolt up, and you're like, all right, I need to get back to
You're
drawing
not trying to switch that chair out. You like that.
Yeah, it keeps me on my toes.
Nice.
And then this one's just getting ripped up, man. I guess it's like 5 years old, but it's like a secret lab chair, but it just started ripping and the chair's all messed up now, like the bottom of it. So T'Challa's also ripped it up to shreds, so I don't do it.
When you casually throw your cat's name out like that.
My cats are my coworkers at this point, you know what I mean? Like it just
Wow, facts.
They always want to lay on top of whatever you're doing, right?
dude, yeah. Boobies, if whoever watches the replay, you'll see Booby try to jump on me twice already on the stream. He's just hanging out in front of me right now. If I move the camera, it'll mess everything up, but being a cutie.
My dog's asleep next to me, but I have my laptop as a barrier because he likes to kick when he sleeps. Found that out the hard way. Can't risk it. Yeah, he got me good. I was doing some line work, and I was like, you know what? We're gonna put up some precautions for this one. Plus, I didn't want him crying in his kennel the whole time, so I was like, you know what? You can sit next to me. It's just we're gonna have to have a barrier. Let's see how this goes.
What's your dog's name?
Kato.
Nice.
Yeah, he's a pit lab mix.
Oh,
Oh man, great mix.
Yeah, right. He's sweet. He's awesome and obedient. But the moment like you think he's not doing something bad, he's doing it. He's doing it. I had to figure out how to patch a hole in my wall because I used to not want to leave him in his kennel. I was like, I'd rather you just be in the bathroom. It's more space if I ever have to like go out somewhere. And yeah, he scratched a hole about the size of my fist in the wall. I was like, "What the hell, man!" Like,
Wow.
I left you
Oh,
all these toys. Like, the light was on. I just think he has some sort of separation anxiety because he's like a Craigslist dog, you know. Like he got dropped off to me, but he's been amazing. He's great with kids and all, but I don't know, man. I don't know. But now I know how to patch holes in the walls,
Always a skill to be learned. You know what I mean? Always
right?
works out. Uh, how you doing on your progress of your book, Greg? What's Are you on your on schedule still?
So far, um, I was actually overlooking some notes that I haven't touched for like maybe a couple years now. Where I was like, dang, like we really had this world fleshed out, like maps and everything. And I was figuring out where exactly I wanted to place my character and everything of the sort. And ever since then, between that and just diving into the insanity that is Sam Keith,
Oh yeah,
I've just been, man, just kind of running with a lot of different ideas that I wasn't sure how to articulate until I got deeper into them. But yeah, it's been pretty crazy. Although I always have this love of creating comic strips or just like ash cans, so I wanted to continue forth with creating this Toon Riot comic to where I'd release it like I said, at least like uh once a week on my
okay.
Ko-fi channel.
Oh, I love that.
Um,
How do you like using Kofi?
I love it. I've had no issues with them. I get paid immediately. Um, I could use it as a blog if I want to, but of course, with the way a lot of algorithms and such work, not a lot of people kind of leave the applications in order to go there first. So I would say it's been pretty cool so far. I just thought there'd be a larger community on the site itself, but realistically, you're trying to farm people from other sources over there. And it's
Oh
not as
yeah,
hard sometimes, but still, it's like that extra push instead of just plugging it into whatever social media platform you're on.
yeah, that makes sense. We were looking into that for a while, and I wanted to use it. We had it set up. We just never like launched it.
Yeah, I've had zero problems so far. I've tried Kofi and Gumroad. Um, I believe Gumroad, they hold your money until you reach like a certain threshold, then they'll pay you out. But you know, the latter option has been amazing. Like they'll pay you immediately, and I have everything set up
Okay,
through PayPal, so it's been awesome.
nice. Yeah, look into that. Do any of you guys use a Patreon or Kofi or anything like that?
I do have a Patreon.
Plug it.
Evan, you do, huh?
It's handle across the board is Evan Maguire Art. It's actually funny hearing you guys talk about comic strips. That's something that I'm trying to implement on my Patreon. I've been working on my first strip. I used to do a podcast on there, which is very fun, but took a lot of time away from like actually like doing the artwork.
I
So
get
I
that.
figured, yeah, it was like definitely cool and something I'd like to go back to when I have a little bit more free time. But yeah, I think both like for my fans and also for myself, comic strips are a cool way to go because I like short form storytelling, and I feel like that's just like a nice way to do consistent work and to just like kind of be loosey goosey with it, but also just grow as an artist as you kind of do that like small like batches of work.
Hell yeah.
But yeah,
Uh,
Evan Maguire Art. If anybody wants to give me a follow over there, there's a great deal of stuff up. I do personalized, sometimes personalized, like requested, but like regular wallpaper downloads for like various like fan art and original stuff, and then like all of my comics I post up there. Yeah, all that kind of good stuff.
Awesome.
Yeah, I think it's always good for everyone to have, even as a creator and individual, whether you're like published or not, have a way to have something personalized. I always want to do stuff like that for Apollo, but I'm like, no, not for like the whole brand. That's more work than it needs to be. But if I just like, that's why I just do my Substack. That's kind of it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I need to do more with my Substack to be honest. I wanted to try out blogger.com. It's not the same as Substack as far as monetization options goes, or Ko-fi, because you can have memberships and such on there, but I did find it interesting that they do give you options of monetization through ads, and you get to customize how those ads appear to your followers. So I do find that pretty interesting, but so far as looking into the website itself, I would like it better if they had some sort of membership tiers and things of that nature.
Yeah, I feel that. I wish I was consistent enough to be able to offer those tiers.
Same.
Yeah. I've been pretty consistent lately, but I need to like put like actual focus and work onto it. Well, let me jump into the chat. I totally ignored the chat. I'm so sorry, guys. Roman was saying I inherited a runner stamp lettering kit. I made some wild business cards with it. Oh, that's sick.
Oh, that's sick.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Dude, that's crazy. That's super rad. I gotta look into that.
For real, me too, man.
I'm convinced Max and I worked at the same frame shop in a past life. And Barwood Studio says Patreon almost has to be its own job, just like any Kickstarter. Yeah, and literally what I was just saying. Yeah, just having to put that extra time and focus into it is what's rough.
Showing up and staying consistent.
Yeah, that's my biggest thing. Like, I definitely drop the ball sometimes, but I'm trying to come back this year with a little more consistency.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to do this whole like weekly comic strip, because I feel like if I don't hold myself accountable to at least dropping something, just like how I kind of used to, then it's just gonna go on the back burner while I'm focusing on this mega project.
Oh, that's very valid.
It was a crazy long yawn.
I was wondering who that was.
Yeah, I was trying to like say something and I just like couldn't get to it. But yeah, I really want to do like, I don't know, I'm so slow with my drawing too. I have to like get ahead to like do it, and have like a year planned out already so I don't like miss out on stuff. And just to make it worth it to backers, that consistency really does go a long way.
Very true. I haven't tried anything with Kickstarter just yet, or just anything as far as that's outside of the scope of just funding things for myself on like a small scale. But it's something I would like to try with like a bigger project, because usually I go for short form storytelling, which I feel like I kind of thrive in. But I would like to go outside of my comfort zone and do something a bit longer,
Hell yeah.
I feel that.
Definitely, man. Let me tell you, from doing something that was 31 pages long, it's a totally different animal when you're doing something much longer. So,
oh yeah, I can only imagine the art.
Well,
when you're scripting
also
stuff like that, you're like, oh, this is cool, and then drawing, I was just like, no, I need to do. There's no way I could never draw one of my scripts I write. Like if I gave to Christian or China or Evan, no way.
I get that. I think my downfall is I don't write scripts. I write story beats, because that's the only way I can follow something. Like I see it in my head like a movie, and I used to dabble with directing and screenwriting, but nothing ever like kind of translated, from words to screen. So just as long as I have the story beats and I can see it in my mind, I can figure it out along the way, kind of like a flashlight method.
I could do
That's
that more
how I
with
do it.
art.
We were all like, yeah, we do that too. Yeah, that's how I did Relic Hunter 1, but Relic Hunter 2, I definitely I wrote like a traditional script. Well, I should say Manny and I wrote like a traditional script, and then had like sort of a traditional editing sort of meeting with some folks about the art and everything. And I did find that at that point it did make things a little bit more manageable. You were like, okay, now I know what I need to break down. Now I know where my strengths are, my weaknesses. Here's where I can sort of fix everything back up, and then you just got to break it into pieces. And that's really the key, man, is like for me, I didn't have to work fast. If I'd had to work fast, that it probably wouldn't have worked for me. You know what
Oh,
I
I
mean?
feel that.
I
Yeah,
understand that.
yeah, totally makes sense. It's again, yeah, knowing your strengths on some stuff, like your commitments and what you could pull off, like that. I think that's the biggest thing I've seen people mess up on is overshooting what they can do, and then
Mm.
that burnout happens and that pressure, and then like that anxiety hits, and I'm just like, oh no, you shouldn't have. This was way crazier than you imagined.
Right. It comes with being like
It's
overly excited or over ambitious.
yeah, this is a bad thing. It's a lesson. You know what
Right.
I mean? You just got to learn it.
The hard
Very
way.
true.
Yeah, the hard way typically.
Yeah.
Like the day I learned 3D sculpting, I was like, you know what? I want to make a figure. So I made a figure and I was like, you know what? I want it in my hands today. And I went through a list of calling so many different companies, some that didn't answer the phone or couldn't understand what exactly I wanted to do because they don't normally do that. And I found one that wasn't even listed on maps. It was just under Google because I was like, that can't be all of the services here, in San Antonio. I found one that never done, a print job like that before, but did it for a very cost-effective price. And I got my figures, and I love them. Don't get me wrong, but a part of me was like, damn, there were other figures I also did have in mind, and I'm glad I know how this process goes. But I kind of wish I made those other figures first and kind of like cooled my jets on this first wave. But we'll see. Because I
I can
haven't
see that.
released them yet. Shoot, I actually got one next to me. Hold on. There were like these little ugly figures that I wanted to create and hand paint. And they're all like different colors, like my goblin one. But yeah, I got
Oh, that's
quite a
cool.
few. Yeah, I made a clown one, just a bunch of random ones, but it turned out pretty nice. I mean, the prints themselves, it wasn't as much as people will charge you on Instagram or anything, so I like to buy locally. But yeah, I'd definitely say I'd do it again, man. Like it came out pretty damn well.
That's
It's
awesome.
awesome.
Yeah, I would love if we were ever to get figures made. Like it would be with the series me and Evan do because Evan's designs are so good. Evan's
Dude,
like
I was just
make
thinking about this that whole time.
you like Evan knows how to like make like a very cartoony, animated like I don't know. It just looks like it has to be made in plastic. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
Absolutely. That's like my dream, dude. I'm a big action figure collector. That's my absolute dream to have a Weed Wizard and or Ball and Boy, preferably both.
Yeah,
Have those sitting next to me, dude. That would be so fucking awesome.
dude,
You know, I
plushies
use
like
Oh my god.
oh,
Yeah.
that'd be sick.
Tech decks.
tech decks. Yes, too. Oh my god, tech decks. Why have
They were so
we
amazing.
need to?
Absolutely
Yeah.
have to.
I would use the application Nomad Sculpt. I think I only paid like $10 for the license, no subscription model, pretty much just like
Oh, okay.
Procreate. I watched a 30-minute YouTube video. I only watched 15 minutes of it, and the rest I figured out myself. Like it's a very
Oh, okay.
intuitive system.
Oh wow.
Like,
Okay.
yeah,
Evan.
you'd love it, man.
Dude, I'm there.
I'll fund it.
Okay, yo,
I'll give that $10 your way.
Oh, but
dude,
there's another
oh
one.
man.
I'm sorry, there was a free one this guy was telling me about at the print shop. I'd have to send it to you guys later. But he said if I wanted to get into like articulative joints and everything, the website
That's what
he
I
gave
want.
me, yeah, it's like a free, like a, dang, I can't even remember the name of it. And I swear I typed it down somewhere. It was something simplistic, but essentially you have to design the joints and everything there. With Nomad, I'd probably look into maybe one other program. Nomad will kind of give you a rundown of, okay, this is how most 3D softwares kind of work. But as far as exporting it and using it for other systems, I did have some complications there. But I just had
Okay.
to sand in a few areas, or there was a certain putty that I had to go to 5 different stores to find. Like it's somewhere in my
damn.
closet. I only used it like 3 times, and I didn't need it ever since. But
Oh wow.
Of course.
yeah, it pissed me off.
That's always how it happens, man.
But once you have all those random tools, man, it's seamless. I'm ready for my next batch.
Hell yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what you guys create, because once you mess around with the 3D space, it's like the amount of creations that come to mind while you're sculpting are completely different than whenever you would draw. It's almost like slapping down an ink blot and just working something out of it, you know?
Yeah. No, that's awesome.
Yeah, man.
I love how Greg always has the perfect vibe for the show. Just like, yeah, man. Yeah. Like, I'm just like, yeah. We're on the same level.
Man, I'm just glad my dog is chilling right now. He's just taking a nice little nap, because normally he'd be staring at me. It's like, come on, man, you gotta love on me or something.
Gotta give me
It's been
something,
too
dude.
long.
Come on.
We
Right?
got calm energy tonight. That's what it is, right?
It's nice. It's nice. Puts him right at ease.
Yeah.
Yeah, the cats are behaving. I'm loving it. Like, I'm just like, stay there. Don't move.
Yeah, right.
One more hour, dude, and you can do whatever the hell you want.
Right? The random
Just grab
crackheads
yourself.
outside, they're not raving right now. It's
I feel
nice.
that too, yeah.
You say you're in San Antonio? Did I hear that correctly?
Yes, sir.
I gotta get down to San Antonio someday, man. Never been.
Oh yeah.
It's a cool spot.
Yeah, man, it really is. You know, I've found a few food trucks recently that took me by surprise. There are a lot of amazing food trucks in Austin.
Oh,
That's why when I
yeah,
came
dude,
back
yeah.
to San Antonio, I was like, I don't have the same expectation, but I found a few.
I've been
Yeah.
locked in, man, on these pencils. I haven't said a word.
I know you haven't. I thought you were doing something else.
I was
Do that
muted.
to you, right?
No, dude, I was so locked in that I didn't realize that I was muted from when I was talking to Milo.
Oh,
Dang.
hilarious.
I wasn't saying anything anyways. Oh my god.
Booby, come on, man. What was I just saying? He's just like, what'd you say about me?
Ian, are you going to OAX?
No, I wish I was. I'm not. Yeah. I think next year I'm gonna make it happen one way or another. You know, I know all the organizers at this point, and I feel like I might be able to talk them into doing something with me. But if nothing else, I'll just buy the ticket and just go down.
Sounds like I'm gonna be there this year.
So I'm like, Jamie Joe's getting a table. Let's hook it up, man. Let's all get down there.
Hell yeah.
I'm
Even though I have
excited. I'm
no
gonna check
idea
it
what
out
you're
this
talking
year.
about. What is exactly like this thing you were talking
Ooh, If you want to learn all about OAX, you should tune in to Inspired Inc. Monday night when I interview Kazra Glambardi, the CEO of
Man,
Cat
hey.
I'll
Uh,
definitely be there, man.
Genius marketing. Yes,
yeah,
sir.
Kazra's awesome, dude. He's a really, really great guy, man. And
Yeah, he is. I
what
love
they're
Kazra.
what
Yeah.
they're doing over there, I think, is really so amazingly important for us. I mean, the last at the last PAF digital show, I sold the cover of Relic Hunter 1, man. I mean, it was
Oh,
awesome.
sick.
Uh-huh.
That's
Nuts,
awesome.
man.
Yeah, dude, I was blown away. I was so excited, man. It was amazing, and it was super helpful, and it was so easy, like, and everything is like you take care of it right there, like, via email and whatever like service you have. So it was really like super super duper awesome as an indie creator to make it so easy.
Yeah, it's great that they don't act as middlemen. They really just hook you up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
CAF is comic art fans. It was set up originally for comic art buyers, like people who like buying pages and covers and things like that, to buy and sell and show and sort of connect with other people, just show off what they got essentially. But they've expanded. They started the original Art Expo, which is down in Miami, not Miami, Fort Lauderdale, where all the heavy hitters, like mostly the OGs, but some new people, and they're starting to connect with the indie community as well. They go down and they just sell original art to people who love buying original art.
See, that's cool. Those are the type of spaces I need to get into, man.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. They own Indie Comics Creator Con, which is
Oh,
something
shit.
that's also tying this whole community together at this point. So
Yeah, man. One of the greatest shows. If you can make it there and show, you will have an amazing show and make money and meet so many amazing people, and it's just going to keep growing, man. It's just going to keep growing.
yeah, Greg, the next one's going to be in September in Rhode Island. So if you can afford that, that's all I'm personally. That's all I'm really slated to do this year. I'm not spending money on anything else. I'm getting ready for that.
I'm doing that,
yeah.
and I'm doing Heroes and
Nice.
staying local for everything else. So yeah, man.
Nice.
Yeah, I've
You
stayed
gotta be
local for a
smart
long
about
time.
it, man. You know?
Yeah. I'm currently the main debt I have right now is just from doing way too many things for like post pandemic. I hit the pavement so hard. And,
Yep.
and I'm just
Fucking
that was
insane.
cool. But now I'm like, if I'm gonna go into debt like that, I have to have a better plan. And
Yeah, man.
I'm just trying to be smarter,
Dude, that was me last year. I went kind of hard on a bunch of events, and I'm like still in the red from doing stuff last year. And plus, like I paid for like 2 orders, and like I probably shouldn't have done that because we just
pay for-
overshot.
Wait, what did you mean
Like-
2 orders? Like lots of goods?
Like to print orders and whatnot. You know what I mean? Instead of just waiting
Okay.
for a Kickstarter to happen, I just like threw down on
Gotcha.
some, and like I
Yeah.
over ordered on one batch too, where I was just like, damn, we did good, but I got way too fucking ahead of myself. It would have been better to sell out than me over ordering. You know what I mean? I would have rather gone home early than what I did. But it was a lesson. I'll admit. You know what I mean? Like that was my
dude.
fault.
That's how it goes in this business, man. You know?
Yeah.
What did we just say? To learn the lesson the hard way? That's not that hard, though.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's all right.
And at least they'll sell. You know what I mean? I just
Exactly,
I
yeah.
won't have to order that book for a minute.
See, that's the way to look at it, dude. That's the way to look at it.
I like having inventory. There was a time when I was like, how's this sustainable? I can't have inventory. But now I'm like, I'd rather have inventory, if anything. Like,
Yeah.
within
I'd
reason.
rather have excess.
See, I learned to stop dropping off items on consignment, right? Whenever I first had started out, maybe 3 or 4 years ago, that's when initially that was the deal I was giving. It was like, especially how much the stores are getting off of the front cover price. It was basically a win-win on all sides. Like, there's no reason to say no because I'm the one that's taking all of the risk. Like, if there's a fire or theft or anything, that's on me.
100%.
Yep.
But after nurturing some of these relationships, I've been able to get it to a point where it's like, okay, now I can get paid up front for these comics or for these prints at some stores because they don't feel like doing the paperwork and everything to keep track of the metrics for this one particular book or whoever else decides to be there. Which has been amazing because I've talked to, other established creators, and they said that was the main thing that they messed up on was say sending out 100 plus copies of your comic, that you decided to fund independently, and they're shelving it, and you don't even know that because you don't live out there. And you're not seeing how they're presenting your stuff,
Yep.
So it was a lot
you
to learn.
You gotta really establish relationships with the stores and know who they are and how they operate, because otherwise you're just basically throwing shit away.
Yeah, you're not lying about that. There's still at least one store I have to check back on because I have not had the opportunity to go over there recently.
I've stopped doing that.
Like
I haven't been doing the store hustle for a minute because it's just so it just takes so much out of me, and I'm like, I'm gonna save that for when I'm really ready to do it again. Because right now it's just like, I don't know.
Man, it's the live events that take a lot out of me. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah.
I was saying, honestly, like just figuring out, like knowing, like, okay, I'm going to be doing this for a number of years, right? Like your first couple years are really excited. You do everything at once. And then we kind of get to that point where you're like, that's really hard and really exhausting and pretty pricey. I should not. Yeah. And then like kind of just being like, well, if I'm going to be doing this, like 1 year, if you spent a whole year just being like, I'm just going to talk to shops this year and I'm going to do a couple events, 1-2 events, or local stuff only that year, that's still huge growth for you, and then the next year you could go hard on cons and kind of alternate stuff like that, like knowing you're in this for a while, and it's just no matter what, just kind of map. We get so FOMO about events that happen every single year.
I'm spreading JOMO, the joy of missing out. You got to embrace it.
Yeah.
You don't want to be you don't want to make decisions based on FOMO. You want to make smarter decisions, from a healthy
based on JOMO.
No. JOMO's just a tool you use to avoid FOMO.
Dude, that's how I ended up doing so many things my first year, was just like, oh, I want to go to do this and this and this. I don't want to miss out. And then you find out, like, you start making friends. And they're like, but I want to go see Adam. It's been a minute. Like, he's going to be there. Like,
it's the truth, man. There's no doubt. Yeah. That is so true.
That's why IC3 is so cool, because it's just like all of like the friends, like, and because we're all friends in the community, and you make new friends there too. But like we're all together, and you're just like, I haven't seen you in forever. I'm so hyped. And you say you're gonna hang out, and then you just hang out with like a quarter of the people. You said, we'll be right back. We're gonna hang out, and it just 20 other people turns. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
IC3 is all about the hotel lobby hang, man.
Oh yes, man.
That's like you gotta factor that in too. You're not just going for the con. You gotta factor into your stamina and your timing to be hanging out in that hotel lobby for sure.
Hands down, dude. Because that is just one of the funnest times too. Like, it'll be interesting being different this year. All of us will be lost, which will be good. You know what I mean? We'll all figure it out together.
Right? Oh, because it's the new spot, you mean?
Yeah. This year we all came in with such confidence because half of us had been there the year before, and we're like, we're not confused this year. Let's do it. But I don't know. Cons are fun. They could break your heart, but they're also a great time. Like, it's just all perspective,
Oh, the heartbreaking. Don't let it do it. Don't do it. You got to figure out how to not let that happen.
Yeah,
the heartbreaking that's like, man, yeah, for sure. It's the worst, man. That's the worst part about it, without a doubt.
Yeah.
It's so easy to get down when you're, you walk in pumped, you're going to have a great show. And then if it's not how you wanted it to be, it's so easy to fall into that, like, what am I doing wrong kind of thing.
Or it's one of those shows where everyone's like, I always kill it at the show. I'm so hyped and blah, blah, blah. And like, you're going to do great. And then you go and you're just like, I didn't I didn't do well at all. And everyone's like, I killed it. And I'm just like, who the fuck bought your book? Because nobody bought mine. And you're just like, do I start? Nah, like, there's no way. Like, but
But you can
it's all
feel
just,
that way, yeah, man, for
yeah,
sure.
it hits that. It happens.
You know,
Selling is
I haven't-
awesome, and we should all be business minded and sell as much as we can. But man, the more I do it, I'm just like this. It's 100% relationships, and you just gotta.
Yeah.
You can't let
Yeah.
that beat you down. The sales are so piddly anyway at the Comic Cons for me personally, compared to other events I do. So I'm just like, yeah, this is. But then it comes back around over the course of the year where people hit you up for different things, and and then you're just. It's all about connecting, man. It really is, and meaningfully connecting.
1000%, man. Agreed.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, it hurts. It hurts sometimes. It's painful.
I mean, you can't go into it weak. You know what I mean? You just have to.
Oh, yeah. Right.
You just have to know that sometimes it's gonna suck, and it's not gonna be what you want, and you're gonna see your friends that are somehow like selling books, and you're like, how the fuck did you sell that much, man? But yeah.
Like my first Heroes, I've only tabled Heroes once, and I just did not do good. But it was also like the funnest time of my life, though. Like you kind of forget some events where you're like, oh, I didn't really sell, but I definitely go back because it was a blast. Like that makes up. You're kind of paying for an experience at that point, and you're like, all right, got to go on vacation
1000%.
and see all my friends.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think Heroes was like when I got to meet Adam, and like we started to like talk, and or maybe we knew each other and we just like finally got to meet in person or something. I don't remember.
I think we had conversed online a little bit, but yeah, I don't think we had like met in person yet, and that was so much fun. We went out to dinner, that was a great experience. It was a beautiful night, yeah, dude, so much fun. Heroes is one of the best.
Forgot, we did that whole like dinner thing too. That was great. Yeah, it was a good time. Yeah, it's but also like knowing, like, okay, so you want to do this con again. This didn't work out. Well, what do you think did not work? And let's see what we could shift around or do differently and whatnot.
Yeah.
Oh, totally.
And even curating two specific events, doing the same setup for every event, I found out doesn't really work for me. But if I try to curate to the event, kind of like curating your resume to a job, you're kind of just like, I think I'm gonna have more success, and it does work. Like I don't take the full arsenal all the time. I just take a couple books sometimes, like maybe 2 or 3. Also, not to overload people when you have so much stuff out. Not that I'm bragging, I have a bunch of shit out, but like since I'm publishing Apollo, I have like a lot of Apollo books. A lot of other people.
Oh yeah, you could potentially have a lot of stuff out, man.
Without a doubt, dude. And you should.
I've come to learn, like I got a spinner rack from Wham Stand, and I'll kind of curate what I want to take to an event, or if I have a lot of one book, I'll make sure to like take a lot of that to try to push it. But certain books I don't have a lot of, or say it's like just too much in general, I'll just put them on the spinner rack and say it's on the website, but they could still like look and flip through it and check it out. But I'd give them a direct link to buy it right away on the website or something, or give them like a discount code for the website. And that's been kind of cool the few times I've done that.
That's a really good idea.
Yeah. That's pretty awesome.
Keeps you from carrying like 5 boxes to an event too. You're just like, I got my 2, I got the little dolly, we're good. Make it happen.
See, I haven't had the pleasure of doing a con just yet. I have been more or less either selling at stores, physically, online, or doing kind of like random shows either through like bookstores or comic shops or things of that nature. But I would like to be able to get into them this year. I've been planning on it. But usually every year they come around, something random and chaotic happens. But yeah, we'll see what
Yeah,
happens this year.
Oh, I get that.
definitely had that stuff happen before for sure.
I was like, you know what? My
Yeah.
time's coming. Just gotta get through this BS first.
Yep. Yeah, dude. Like I definitely have some cons. Like I'm on my way to the con or I'm at a con and something happens and you're just like, man, this sucks.
I feel like there's always transportation issues too.
Yeah. Sometimes, yeah.
Well,
I've seen that a lot.
see, it's funny you say that because once upon a time, I was actually getting ready last year. I, to make a long story short, I have an electric scooter that tops out about 30 miles an hour, and I used to take that instead of like taking the car to work. To make matters even more transparent, I was going about 30 miles an hour, cutting through a park, going downhill, and I didn't see this rough patch of like gravel. And I raised my hand to let this guy on the trail know, like, hey, I see you, right? Like, I'm not going to hit you. And in that particular moment is when I needed stabilization and didn't realize it. So my entire scooter threw me forward. I fractured my shoulder. I bruised my ribs and I broke my foot.
Damn.
Yikes.
And I'm laying there, bro. I had to wait about 45 minutes to an hour for the ambulance to get to me because of where I was located. Right?
Damn.
By the time that they see me, they were like, oh, we're so surprised how composed you are, right? Because I had road rash and everything. Luckily, I had like a motorcycle helmet on, so my face and everything was good, but that helmet was done. And man, when I tell you, they put me on 200 milligrams of ketamine. I had no idea.
No,
I had no idea what I was in for, man. like that was sometime back in maybe like July or so, and I'm still dealing with some of the effects of that. Like,
Wow.
it gets
Whoa.
crazy. It was like for about 4 hours, I didn't know where I was, who I was. I already experienced like my life, death, and resurrection of like a whole new world in a short amount of time. And when I wake up, I'm in this hospital bed. I can't move my legs, I can't move my arms, I can't move my head. And I'm like, hey, what the hell is going on? And this nurse pops up next to me. She was like, hey, your name's Greg. You've been asking me that every like 30 minutes to an hour. You ripped out your IV, but you're all good. I was like, I ripped out my IV, and I looked down. There's like a pool of blood under me, and I was like, how the hell did that happen? She's like, I don't know, and left.
Wow.
Yeah, man, it was a crazy time. But I'm walking now. I can still use my drawing arm, as we can see. But yeah, it was crazy, man. That put a delay on a lot of things.
Yeah, imagine. That's wild, man. That's a lot of just daily life kind of gets hard at that point too, I'm sure. Like,
Oh yeah, man. Like I have physical therapy now. My insurance premiums have went up and everything. So my sessions used to be like completely free, and now they're charging like a bit more for it. And I'm like, okay, like everything just got expensive this year, but it's fine. It's fine.
I feel that. I feel that. Born Studios, actually Dan Goodwin Art said, "Hey everyone, this is cool." Also, he said, "OX is awesome, great experience as a fan of original art." Ooh, I can't wait to go. I'm super hyped. Um, and Bar Studio says it's insane that Comic Cons and anime conventions are so far gone that we have to restructure the entire idea now just to get them back to what they were. Dude, yeah, it's I get it. I since I talked to a lot of show like creators and whatnot, I try to give them feedback and I try to talk to them about it in like a good manner to see like how they can improve when I see things aren't going well, you know. And it's kind of tough, but it's I feel like the greed really sets in with a lot of these cons now, and that's what hurts it. Is that like, man, if you're paying X amount for a table, they should hand out waters. They should give you discount on food. They should, maybe give you a meal ticket, something to help people out who are there vending all day long. That like you charge them to be there. You know what I mean? And like or help advertise them. I think there's so much more that could be done at cons because they're once a year, and if that's your main thing as a promoter, you would want to bolster everyone who's like participating. Do something just to elevate it, take care of the people there.
Everyone, right? If somebody paid for a table, I think the bare minimum should be you should have a post for them at least, right? It's weird I always find it weird when like they'll post all these like the headliners and then they won't post anyone else.
Or like reshare our stuff, you know what I mean? Like, we're tagging you, we're trying to collaborate with you, we're trying to promote the show itself too, which is free promotion for you.
Yeah. I'm with you on that, man.
Yeah, it's the shows kind of break my heart because of that sometimes.
I know it's gonna keep beating on this drum, man. Zine fests, dude. Just go to a zine fest.
I was gonna say, I know it's not exactly like a real complaint, but the thing for me that sucks when you do events is when you go there alone and you have to get buddy with the person next to you because you need someone to watch your stuff while you go to the bathroom. I call them bathroom buddies.
Buddies.
Right? Sometimes it's kind of hard to break that ice though, where it's like, you know what, now I'll just start talking about tomorrow or something, and hopefully this person's awesome enough to where we'll watch for each other's stuff.
I feel that.
Yeah, I've ran into that too many times.
I try not to do shows solo because of that.
Yeah, man. Like, it sucks. But I met a lot of very interesting people through just becoming bathroom buddies. And I was like, okay, well, this is nice.
I bet too. It's a great way to just make con buddies in general.
Yeah, because the amount of conversations that kind of come up in a short amount of time, especially with just the different people you interact with and the stories they have to tell, could be a very intriguing conversation in general. I think one particular night at I'll say an event, because I'd rather not bring them up because it wasn't the greatest time. Communication wasn't the best. Like, it looked beautiful. It was a place I've always wanted to be in since I was a kid, right? Like a full-on art gallery, like a bougie ass one, right? But they didn't tell us that they were charging for tickets until like 2 weeks out. We thought it was a free event the whole time. Then we figured out it was $15 if you bought the tickets 2 weeks before. But if you bought them the day of, then they were $20 per person.
Oh, wow.
And that limited how many people would walk in there, like insanely. And there were bars and everything right next to it, but it's like, why would someone pay a $20 to get in here to drink when they can get into the bar for free and drink over there?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we got some pretty art, but is it worth the $20 entry and then you paying for drinks and food and anything else? And then the
art, yeah, exactly. Right? That's what kills it.
It kills the chance anyone's going to buy your art at that point. Yeah.
It did. But I did learn some valuable lessons through a low volume that night. Like, one, I learned not to have a sample comic at all, right? Because I had, I used to make comics for kids and stuff too. Because, I have a 4-year-old and an 8-year-old, right? There were people... Like, I'd rather them just be able to look through the comic and see if you find anything inappropriate, if you want it for your child or not, or for yourself, cool. What I learned was a person can flip through a comic or just read through it quickly and then feel like they don't have to pick it up or buy it, like, ever again. Like, they got the experience of your comic right there and there.
Yeah.
Right. I had a guy that showed straight up, like, I said to him, like, that's my last copy. If you wanted to grab it, it legitimately was my last copy of a zine that I had. And he just, like, as he was telling through it, I think I'll just read it. like, or something to that effect. Like, not really. I think,
What?
yeah, he's like, I'm just flipping through. Like, cool, man.
Like, no, you're not. No.
Honestly, like there was a guy that crinkled my comic in his hands whenever he was thinking about
Oh
buying it. Like
my
he rolled it
God.
up. He rolled it up in his damn hands, and I was like, "Nah, bro. Like that's my particular copy. It's my sample copy, but you can
Yeah,
buy
that's
any one
that's
of
crazy.
these."
That's
Yeah,
absolutely crazy.
but I think
Oh, you're
also
talking about like
something
he
was
he
like
thought it
wrong
was
with him.
his, like a free sample.
Yeah, yeah.
That's like stickers.
Like-
People always assume if you have stickers laid out there
Yep.
for free.
Yeah.
Oh
I hate
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Very
Yeah,
true.
you got to display it in the way that it's like obvious that they got to pay for it somehow.
It's funny. So we have a little sticker tray, and I try to have one of each sticker on the sticker tray, right? And then people can point it to it, and then I'll go get it from wherever, right?
Yeah.
But I put the stickers in with fish hooks, and so people will go to pick it up, and then I'm like, "You're gonna get yourself. Those are attached with fish hooks," and then they immediately back up. They're like, "Oh,
Hell yeah.
my bad." And I'm like, "Yeah,
It
those
is
are
your
samples.
bad.
Get it for
Yeah.
Introducing an element of danger, huh?
you." Yeah. Well, it's fitting for. I mean, because we have a bunch of like fish stickers, so we'll hook them in with fish hooks and whatever. So it fits, but it is funny when people go to pick it up, and I'm like, don't pick that up.
See, I have some pretty decent sized canvases I usually bring to shows because from far away, this giant piece will catch you off guard, and then when you come up close, I usually have like a price guide for everything that's there, and I have everything kind of sectioned for different prices. Like it's either more expensive one way or kind of cost effective the other way. I noticed that if I'm not at that table, there's like a nice little crowd, right? But as soon as I walk up, they're like fucking pigeons, man. They just like
I feel that.
disappear. I'm like, I need to find some like introverted shopping methods. Like I think it's just talking to a human that they're just like, oh no. Because I mean, I do make a decent amount of sales there. Like, man, it was I at least touched my first 1,000 within the first like 3 months being there, and I was lowballing myself like tremendously. And so, yeah, man, like the foot traffic there is crazy. But what I realized is, there were specific locations I was hitting up so frequently that whenever some people would walk in, they already knew what to essentially expect from me. Some of that was good because I had return shoppers, and some of that was bad because whenever I'd slack off for a week, or I'm like, oh, I have so much inventory, I'm just going to try to push this first before making anything else. Well, the people that already bought some of that are expecting something new. So whenever they see you, they know what to expect. And it's like, I already got all of this. So I'm just going to wait either to the next round or buy from another person. So I've been constantly, running on the hamster wheel to try to keep up with that.
It's it's figuring. I mean, there's methods that friends have used that did not work for me, or stuff I do that doesn't work for them, and it's kind of interesting what learning how to like market and how to make yourself comfortable selling your product in a way that's effective. Totally insane. It's crazy because you could get advice from people, but you got to know how to pitch your product and sell your
Yeah.
product, and it's not always the one equals the other in that sense either.
Yeah, man.
Usually what I would say gets my customers is my story rather than, because some people, whenever they bought my comic bundles or whatever, like kind of like ash can bundles, some of them didn't even ask what the story was about. It was just like who I was about. And I would always tell them like, oh, my name is Gregg Diggs. I make art not just for myself, but for my, my 4-year-old, my 8-year-old. It ranges from just random kind of cartoons that I grew up loving, or kind of weird and fucked up imaginations. But lately though, it's been pretty interesting because the amount of people that I would connect with, I don't know, man. Like I've met so many different interesting people. Like there were some that have cried to my work whenever like Like, yeah, I was sad making it, but I didn't think anyone else was gonna cry to it, or I was thinking this joke was funny, but I didn't think anyone else was gonna laugh. And there were some where I remember this one guy, two different crazy instances. One guy, he told his daughter not to buy my art because he doesn't know what I was praying to whenever I made it. And I was like, okay, that's crazy.
That's incredible. Wow.
Right?
That's hilarious.
Right. And another lady, she
Insane.
buys my comics, and I wanted to take a picture with her because usually at the time I would take a selfie with the people that bought my work that day and make just a collage of them, right?
Yeah.
And she was like,
Sure.
no, please don't do that. You're going to trap my soul in there forever. I'd rather it not be locked with you.
Eh.
And I was like, okay, it's fine. We don't have to get the selfie.
Well, who would you like it to be locked up with? Come on.
Right? Trust
Not
me.
me.
I'm pretty fun. As far as soul locking up goes.
Yeah,
some
you meet,
crazy
you
interactions.
meet the real spectrum of humanity when you're out there tabling, man.
Oh, without a doubt, man.
It's almost like I want to keep notes on that because you could just write a little, as artists, you could just like write little funny notes on what happened that day and do little illustrations to accompany it.
Honestly.
Yeah, we were talking about doing that because of the big tourist season here, which is actually kind of what this piece is about. But we're doing a whole zine
Oh,
of
man.
like the shit tourists say
Shit,
because it's
Exactly.
fucking crazy, dude. Some of the stuff we hear, I'm like, what in the world? It's
like-
I
wild.
would imagine.
what do you call it?
It'd make
Observational comedy, man.
It'd make a great zine.
Oh,
yeah. It really would. Just
Totally.
shit, shit you hear at cons.
Dude, yeah,
Lucas
that would be-
McGarry actually has a book like that, and it is fucking hysterical, dude. So
Yeah.
it's literally called, I think, like shit people say at cons or something like that. I can't remember. Off the
Dude,
top
I
of my
think
head.
I've seen that book. I swear to God, that sounds familiar.
Yeah, it's really funny. Lucas McGarry, look him up. He's on Instagram. He's great, man.
Hell yeah.
In the chat, real fast, Bar Studio saying anything more than $250 a table, I'm not touching. I do a small show at Country Fairgrounds instead. Yeah, dude. I mean, I think SPX is real cool, but dude, like $400 a table, like
Damn, that's insane.
that's insane.
Wait, for
dude.
how many
Like,
days though? Is it just the
2 days. 2 days.
2?
2 days.
Hell
Yeah.
nah.
2 days.
2 days. Yeah,
I'm sorry, how
you
much-
gotta
how
much did you say it
understand
is?
that is the premier small press
It is.
show, and it's
Okay.
you're gonna make a lot of money, you're gonna meet a lot of people, and it's gonna be very good for you. So they know.
Okay.
And the thing is, they have they have the Library of Congress there, and they come and they'll put your book into the Library of Congress
Oh,
for
I know
that
That is
year's
cool.
SPX. Yeah, man, it's awesome.
Nice.
I didn't know that. Okay, so at least there's some benefit behind that. I had no
Right.
idea about that. Like,
Yeah,
no
that's
one's
kinda
ever told me
crazy.
about that.
Yes, I just thought you had the table and that was it.
Nah, I mean, and you can also get a half table there, which is
Okay.
small, but it's less money. SPX is really interesting because the show is right at the hotel where you stay.
Yeah.
So you literally
Nice.
walk downstairs and there you are. And
Oh, that's pretty
so
sweet.
yeah, it's really awesome. Yeah, it's definitely one worth getting into and applying for every year for sure. It's awesome.
I did
Like the
apply
year I
last
did
year
it, Eddie
in
Campbell was
Tomato.
there.
Oh,
That's some
sick.
shit.
Yeah, man, it was awesome.
I typically at least go for one day to like get some footage and see people, and it's always packed. This last year was way more packed than the year before too.
I don't doubt it, man. Every year. I mean, there's just so many good indie comics that,
Yeah,
they could
it's
fill
hard not
that
to spend
place up
money there.
twice. Yeah, it's hard not to, for sure.
And then in the chat, he was saying, also, Barb, when studios, I usually give them the hook of the main character, what the problem they face is. Yeah, like just kind of like giving them a hint on your pitch and just like developing your pitch is hard. It's an important thing, but it's like, it's difficult. I have a book coming out in May that I'm still trying to nail like the one sentence pitch on, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just trying to get it mastered.
I definitely
And
understand
your pitch
that.
also evolves as you pitch it to people too.
It
Yeah,
does.
yeah.
Because
especially as you brainstorm. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, well, you start saying one thing, and people are like, "Oh," and then, like put the book down, you know, and then like, and then you, the next person walks up and picks a book up, and you're like, "Oh, it's this instead, it's this instead," and they're like, "Oh, okay," and then they buy it, you know.
Yeah, I cater what I say 100% to like the vibe I'm getting off a person, man.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
For sure. Hi, Sebastian. Just taking up my camera space, huh?
Brandon, when you're vending at a show, right?
Uh-huh.
And you know, Apollo is pretty punk rock themed. It's pretty obvious from like the books and stuff. When you get that guy that walks by who's got like a battle jacket on, you know, he's like maybe got like some piercings and like definitely very punk inspired or, you know, metal inspired or whatever, right? Does he just walk right past your table?
Always.
Dude, same.
Always.
Same.
And I'm just like,
Why?
bro, like I'm your demographic. Like I'm your
No, literally, like we have a freaking punk anthology that's got the "And Out Come the Wolves" cover on it, and the dude with the big rancid back patch walks right by
like, bro, open your
every
eyes.
time, and then you
Every
try and
time.
get their attention or like nod at them, you know. So you're like, "What's up, man? I like your battle jacket, whatever." They're like, "Thanks," and then walk by.
Dude.
What?
Or when I see people with like a My Chem shirt, I'm just like, hey, love your shirt. Like, check this out. Like, My Chem's one of my favorite bands, and this inspired this, and they're like, oh, cool. And they just walk by, and you're just like, are you just wearing that shirt? Is that where we're at? Like,
I don't
Oh,
even.
you're calling him out
long
on
time.
that.
It's a long time dude. You know, so they're into it. I don't know what the deal is, but it's crazy. And then it's always like sweet old ladies that come up and they're like, "You made this?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
Dude, yes.
Yes, I love it. And they buy everything. And I'm like, "All right, cool." Yeah. You know, it's so baffling to me. It's
Sweet old
great.
ladies don't buy my work. They pray for me, maybe, but
No, I get the people who come up to you and trauma dump.
Oh, I've
Oh,
had that too.
fun.
Yeah.
I've had that.
That's like the target demographic that buys my book, man, and it's very interesting. But it's all, I mean, like, yeah, sure, but that's who we like. Our table setup lures in for some reason.
I generally get older dudes in like jean jackets that smell like they've just smoked a J on the way in, and they have like at least 50 metal band patches on it. And then we talk about wrestling for 35 minutes, and then maybe they'll buy my book.
Yeah, hard maybe. Yeah, hard maybe on that one. I know, I hate those times where I'm just like, yeah, we vibed for the last 20 minutes and I missed out on all these customers. Can you please just buy this? Like, just give me the security that we should still be talking,
Yeah.
because I could have tried to sell it. So I can
Yeah,
eat
Yes.
there are also times where like people have tried to carry on conversations with me while I have like a line of people right behind them, and I'm like, hey, this is a fantastic conversation, please follow me on Instagram, we'll continue to have it. But it's like I also have to tend to these people that are like patiently waiting, you know. And I have to say it in like the nicest way possible, because like it is a great conversation. I'm thankful that you stopped to talk to me, but it's like, now if we're talking for like 20-30 minutes and there's people like accumulating behind you, it's like there's now has to be a time and a place, because at this point it's not it anymore.
Yeah.
I feel that. Yeah, no, I totally get that.
Right, like not trying to be a dick, because I've had like the most horrible thing, like the worst thing that I thought could happen to me has already happened as an artist, right? Like one, fracturing my drawing arm, that was a pain in the ass, and I still
Ooh,
forced
yeah.
myself to like draw on walls and everything because I still wanted to keep pushing myself. The other thing was meeting a guy that was on Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I wanted to meet him ever since I was 7 years old, dude.
What?
Yeah, because I used to, whenever I had bet on myself, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do art and write stories at the same time because I was really into music production pretty heavy back then. So 3 years ago, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna jump off the deep end because there was a place down the street from me where voice actors were going there like twice a month, and bare minimum, it was either free, you pay $5 or 10 at most. It just depended on how many people were there. So I used to pay the entry fee, make some art. I had a podcast at the time, so I'd make my podcast offer, and I'd go down there, I'd meet them, shake their hand first, let them know how much they meant to me, give them the art, and then I'd give them the podcast offer, and I usually get a yes or no then and there, right? When I met this particular person, dude, I waited in line in 103-degree heat for almost 3 hours. I was sweating my butt off, dude. Like it was crazy. It was so bad that I had to keep wiping my hands off to make sure I could still shake hands with people. Right.
I feel that.
And then I had no one in line with me, so it wasn't like I could just break to go to the bathroom or anything, you know. But the coolest thing about this place was there were no panels for them to go and talk in or anything like that. They're just in one place for like 5-6 hours, right? So I go in there and I'm letting the guy know, like, hey, yo, like I even have a Power Rangers ID in my back pocket, like to this day. But
Damn,
not to
that's
nerd out too
fire. Nah, that's
Right?
fire, dude. I'm a huge Power Rangers fan, dude.
Hell yeah,
I love that.
man. So like I gave him his art. Mind you, I stood up the night before making one piece. I didn't really like it, so I made another. And I give it to him, and he looks at it and frisbees that shit across the room.
What?
I swear. And he was like, anything else?
You better have been paid for that shit if he's throwing it, man.
Right? So at that
No.
time it was a free event. So I was like, it's okay. I took that type of rejection from, customers doing customer service. So I was like, okay, just keep up the business portion. So that's when I tried to tell him about the podcast offer. And he just completely cuts me off and was like, no, you're going to have to go through my agency. My agency probably won't even talk to you if you're like not a big time podcast, like accredited or something like that. So he was like, so basically, unless there's anything else. So I told him, I was like, you know what? I was like, you know what? Have a great day. For real. Yeah. And I told him, have a great day. And I stuck out my hand and he looked at it, scoffed, and went on to the next person. And I was like, damn, dog. All
You're
right.
being very polite by not shouting out his name, man.
Dude, I was like, I really want to know.
I don't know if I'd be
Fuck that guy, man. I don't care who you are.
Yeah, man.
I treat people like that in my book, man.
Yeah, man. I was very surprised because I'll say this: if it gives any hints, I can't watch Bleach anymore. I can't watch Demon Slayer. There's so many different things I can't check out. He was also Vash, so I'll give you that. But yeah,
my God.
Yeah, that got to me. But
That's
other
insane.
people, if they, yeah, man. Like I figured at that point, if I could take that type of rejection from someone I wanted to meet for such a long time, then I could pretty much take anything.
There's
crazy.
situations where you meet a hero and it's obvious that they've been on their feet talking to people for like 10 hours and they're tired.
Yeah.
They deserve some level of forgiveness, but that guy just sounds like a total piece of shit D-bag. Like that's
100%.
That's inhumane behavior,
Yeah, man. Like I posted about meeting him and another guy that was there was Alex Lee. and he was amazing because he gave me a little doodle, and he was like, "Hey, like I saw what happened over there, and I apologize for him." He was like, "One, we got to nerd out about like all of the shit he's been in. And I gave him one of my most intricate pieces at the time, and it was Kaiman from Doro Yudoro, and it was before he was. I haven't watched a whole lot of Solo Leveling, but it was before he was like the main character on there. And he let me know. He was like, "Look, the only reason I can't do the podcast offer was because the SAG-AFTRA strikes were still going on."
Oh
And he
shit.
said that if he was signed up with them, so if he went on to my podcast and I asked him any sort of questions about that, and since it's unregulated, then it would completely go against his contract and all his future roles would be in jeopardy. So he just couldn't afford to do it. But he gave me an autograph with a little doodle on it, and he was like, "No one else in the world is going to have this but you." And we shook hands, nerd out a little bit more, and I went about my merry way. So it was a weird day.
Yeah, it's wild. Holy crap.
Sounds
dude.
like it, man.
Yeah, I haven't experienced anything like that whenever it's come to like, regular customers, but with celebrities, I've faced a lot of BS, man. Like some good things, don't get me wrong, but some that kind of even set me up for failure. Like there's another one that I would say has been on Naruto, and she was the first person that told me yes for an offer. And she was like, "Hey, I'm gonna get back home at this time of the month, next month. Make sure you call me. I'm gonna be back home in Hawaii. You're gonna call me from my living room at this time, and we'll go on from there." I contacted her 2-3 days before. She looked at it, said nothing. I was like, okay, maybe she doesn't remember me. So I waited a day. And I was like, "Hey," did the selfie, and I was like, "Yeah, you remember? I gave you this art, yada yada. We said we were gonna settle on this." She looked at it, nothing. And I was like, okay, day of. I was like, "Hey, just wanted to make sure we're on track, still being courteous." And I was like, "Hey, don't know if you still don't remember." Showed her all the stuff, kind of got the details of the stuff, because I gave her all sorts of papers and shit too, and still nothing. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna let this go, let my fans know, and go fuck myself.
I never really messed with celebrities, also because I've heard stuff like that, or voice actors especially.
Yeah,
Um,
man.
we I think I'm real fortunate. I think I've met most of my heroes, which are all like basically comic book people,
Hell
and
yeah.
a handful of musicians for sure. But
For
I've
sure.
only had like one, maybe two rough, and like the couple of rough ones. It's like what Ian was saying was like, I could tell they're tired, they're just exhausted, and they're just like done, and they just need to end their day. Like they've been doing
Understood.
it all day, and I got them at the end. But Brian Azarillo was like the only guy that was like a true jerk. Then I'm just like, I don't like you anymore or anything you do.
Ah, it's a
Yeah, I
bummer, man.
understand that. Damn.
But
Yeah,
I've
I'm
like
sorry to
even
hear
the
that.
celebrities I've interviewed, I've messed up, I've goofed up a couple times. Like, well, I remember her name now, but Vanessa Williams, she was the voice of like Wonder Woman and a whole bunch of stuff. But
Oh shit.
I interviewed her because of a Justice League movie, and I was tired. It was like I'm going from like West Coast to East Coast, like that time shift is so huge, 2-3 hours. And
Gosh.
I was like starting the interview and I was like, I'm here with, and I'm like, I don't remember your name. I'm so fucking sorry.
Goddamn.
Oh my god.
And she was like laughing and like we made jokes about it. She was so sweet. She knew I was like trying my best and like I was just tired and she was tired too. It was like early in the morning. And
Oh man.
luckily she was so cool about it. Or
Hell
even
yeah.
you can still find this video online too, but I interviewed Elijah Wood once, and
That's
it
cool.
was about a show that I hadn't seen, like Dirk Gently's Detective Agency, and I was like, I didn't do much research. I was just going in there winging it and hoping for the best, like I typically do.
I
Uh,
feel you.
but dude, I was just like, I asked him something along the lines of, what's it like bringing another character to life from a book and whatnot, something like that. And he's like, well, luckily my character wasn't in the book and it was new for the show, and so but he like rolled with it and
Hell
like
yeah.
did not even complain. Like, and he was so cool and sweet, and I was like, dude, thank you so much for not being a dick.
Right. Damn.
That's the way to be.
Yeah, straight up.
There's that funny clip of Keanu Reeves. I don't even remember which one's Bill and Ted. Like, I don't remember, but the guy confuses him for Ted or Bill or whatever, and he's like, "You just lost all your street cred, man." And he kind of like he makes it into a joke, which is kind of cool. Yeah.
Oh damn. Is it just me, or has anyone else at a young age, I'll say, ever confused Tobey Maguire and Elijah Wood?
I didn't confuse them, but they were very mixable.
Yeah.
Easily confused.
Honestly. That's what would mess me up.
Plus, they were popping at the same time,
True.
Exactly.
And they're like the same height.
Yeah.
For real. See, I would have messed up in it.
Same level of white boy. It's true. Like, they're the same flavor of white boy. It's so funny.
See, I would have messed up and been like, "Oh, so how was it being Spider-Man?" And just look like a complete jackass. Like, wait a minute.
Oh man.
Alrighty, gonna have to get this one scanned.
Oh, we're at the last 4 minutes actually with our full. I didn't realize this time went by so fast. Guys,
crap.
this was Spilled Ink. Thanks for hanging. We're at the end of the show.
Holy shit!
Yeah, I didn't even realize it. We were all zoned out pretty intensely.
Time flies by and you're having fun.
I actually did pretty decent pencils. I hate doing pencils on air because I feel pressure, and I went into this like kind of confused in general, but I'm happy with the progress I'm making. I'm happy to finish it up.
You know what? And you inspired me to do my pencils on the next run because I like that as a safety net as well. It's like, it's already planned out.
So much. I tried to do it, but I just got caught up with work, and I was like, damn, I didn't get to. Actually, I do my job today. So let's go around the room, say hi and bye to everybody. Max, what did you do? What did you work on tonight? That looks awesome.
I'm working on the pencils for this Sounds of Summer 16 panel little piece. And you can find me at Art of MF on Instagram, and you can pick up the Spilled Ink Year 1 zine. And let me grab it. The Spilled Ink October 2025 zine, both on murderofmagpies.org. And yeah, keep an eye out for Gagged, my DIY fanzine. Issue number 1 is finalizing at the printers now, and I'm gathering up stuff for issue number 2 if you want to submit stuff to that. So, yeah.
Max,
Love
I like
that.
that comic that you posted today. I hope my comment didn't annoy you, but I
didn't see the comment, so I'll look at it after this.
I really like comics like that, man. It was good.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
I like the warning now, though, too. I'm going to check that out. Look at that. Adam, what have you been up to tonight?
Okay, you can sort of see this. I don't know. It's in red. I don't know. Can you guys see it?
Yeah, we can see it. Oh, that's
Hell
cool.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
You know,
That's dope.
pencils.
Sick, Adam.
Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks, man. Just trying to get in the headspace for the next issue, man. You know what I mean?
Love it.
Hell yeah.
Totally love it, dude. I'm so excited, dude. I can't wait. I'm beyond excited. Maybe I can do a pinup for one of your issues. I gotta work on that this year. We'll talk about it.
Maybe you definitely can.
Yeah.
There's no
Yeah.
maybe about it. Just do it.
I was just like, all right, I owe you a pinup. I think that'd be a lot of fun. That'd be a cool challenge.
There you go. That
I do this
works.
shit. I'm so bad at that. I'm still getting used to like, I could draw. I'll get there. Oh, I love you. Thank you, Adam. And so we get a Relic Hunter number 2 at cosmiclion.com, cosmiclionproductions.com. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm up for pre-order. When is a planned release, or is it just like we're waiting for shipments to come in to get to that?
Well, we are waiting for the shipments to come in, but I believe they should be here by the beginning of, I think Eli said March is like 1st March First week of March is going to be the fulfillment time for all that stuff.
Cool, dude. That's
So
sick.
pumped, man.
That's really exciting. Hype for
I
you,
know.
dude.
I can't wait, man. I'm so excited. I've seen the proofs. I've seen the books. They're on the ship. It is happening.
Oh man, hype. Yeah, we got to get Manny
Hell
on the
yeah.
show too. We gotta
Oh,
whatever
for
we can do to
sure.
help promote. Love that so much. But cool, Adam. Always good having you on tonight, man. Like it's always a blast talking to you and catching up. We're always doing cool stuff.
Oh, same, dude. Thank you so much.
Greg, let's see what you do. That looks great, man.
I
Oh,
appreciate
wow.
that, bro. I kind of did this. Let me see if I can take it off my clipboard. I did this 3-panel, comic strip for the weekly comic Toon Riot that I'm gonna be coming out with. I'm gonna be posting it on my Ko-fi. You can definitely find it at my Instagram through the link in my bio. My first name, last name _comics. But yeah, I plan on posting this one on Sunday. I think it'll be pretty darn awesome.
Okay, cool. And just so everybody knows watching, everyone's like links are here in the episode description, so definitely check those out. Greg, always a blast having you on, my dude.
Yeah, I appreciate that, bro. It's always amazing
Ian.
being here. You guys are awesome.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you, man. Yeah, no, it's great having you in the community, dude. It's always the Discord's been a blast, so I really appreciate all the participation there from everybody. But hell yeah, man, we'll get you on again soon. Ian, dude, fucking always just like, how do you? So damn good, dude.
Insane.
Man.
Right? Yeah.
Hell yeah, man.
Beautiful work, dude. Beautiful.
Yeah, dude. Beautiful, dude.
And I got that little Hellboy too.
What ink
Nice.
do you use? What do you use to ink all that? Those inks are just so freaking. That black is so black.
It's this Kuretake pen.
Yes.
Yeah, you know it.
Yep. I got
Number
a
8.
few of those.
Yeah.
We gotta get you to do a little ink wash segment for us on how you do your ink wash and stuff.
Yeah, I love that, man.
Sure.
I got an ink wash pen right. I don't even use it. You got to show. Oh, I'm showing a camera that's not there. But I got this. I don't even use it. I got to use it. So
What are you using? Oh,
Yeah.
same thing, man.
Oh, I
yeah.
have one of those too, and I don't use it. I just never
Yeah.
know how exactly.
Ian, you.
Brendan,
I got
think
mine,
the
but
exact same
mine's-
one, man.
Mine's
Oh shit! There you
filled.
go.
Yeah, mine's filled.
These are
Yeah.
awesome, man. They're
What do I do?
I take them
if I'm gonna
everywhere.
use it tonight?
What'd you say?
Well, if I was to use it tonight, what would I do? How do I do it real fast? What's your 5-second explanation?
Fill it up, keep a paper towel nearby, and fuck around until you find out, man.
Just what,
Nice.
Go to
Your
fucking
water.
town. Hell
That
yeah.
was very valid.
Favorite method.
if there's a 5-second way to explain that, that's it.
Yeah,
we,
that's awesome.
we can
That's
go,
incredible.
we can go in
We
more
call
at
it-
the time, but yeah.
We call it explain it to me like I'm in first grade.
Yeah, yeah, we
We
gotta have an
telling
episode
first
on
graders to fuck around until they
That's
find
exactly
out.
how I talk to
that. Ian, dude, it's
Oh,
always
shit.
good having you, man. You're the shit. Thank you so much.
I
for
love being
tonight.
here, man.
We'll get you
I'm
on again
I'm
soon.
pumped for Adam Lemnah's book too, man. I can't wait for that.
Yeah.
So
Oh my
awesome.
God, I'm pumped to have you in there. And I am so pumped to get it out there, man.
Love it.
Hell yeah,
And
man.
Evan, dude, it's a sick Power Ranger.
I mean,
That's so
fucking
clean. So clean.
Damn.
You're-
Little white Ranger
Yeah.
love. Fuck, there we go.
Oh wow, you were actually drawing a Power Ranger during that
Oh
story.
yeah, no
That's
joke, dude.
Hell yeah.
So,
Dude, that's
yeah,
great, Evan.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
I
your
love
line
seeing
work is
that. This
impeccable,
is-
bro.
Oh, thank you very much. That's very, very kind. I'm trying to be a little bit more with traditional stuff. It's easy to get lost just doing digitally because it's so like
Yeah.
such a time saver. But doing more traditional work this year, so it's fun getting back to it.
Dude, I've done so much digital work. This was hard for me tonight. I'm not gonna lie. Like there was a couple times I was like, I can't erase this crap. I can't
Oh,
just delete
dude,
that.
yeah,
I was like, fuck. I was like, shit.
Yeah,
Look at it.
there were some definite oopsies over here.
Yeah, this was traditional is like a process. I gotta remember, like I can't just jump into it. Yeah, so I feel that. I'll show you guys what I did real fast. I didn't even show anyone. But this is like my absolute golden age. Batman.
Dude,
Sick.
hell yeah.
So I'm gonna do like
Oh.
Nice, Brandon.
the back.
Oh,
Oh, hell yeah.
We'll get there. Sorry,
He's
just
so
starting to eat it.
large.
I'm gonna work on it tonight. Yeah, I was trying to get the proportions. That was so hard, dude, because I was like, man, this guy's massive.
Dude, yeah, no, that's killer.
Thank you. I'll post it up tonight. I need to post my stuff more.
Same.
But guys,
Same.
this has been wonderful. A great Spilled Ink. Episode 80, insane, and that we've done this so much. We have so much planned for this year. Can't wait. Don't forget to check out all the other shows. Cats, Comics, and Coffee is back. We just brought an announcement video that's back for 2026, which I had 4 videos that didn't get aired last year. Like Ian Cinco's Neon Spring will be coming out in the next couple weeks. We have Astro Alliance, we have Super Guy, a lot of cool stuff there. The print shop, we just had a new episode air on Tuesday, which was tons of fun. So check that one out. It was me and Chris Poirier, our marketing director. And please send us questions if you want to ask some CWS stuff. We'll answer them on air. And then this Monday, we have Kazura from CAF and OAX. He's the CEO of everything. We had him on a year ago before IC3. So we're going to talk about the Kirby Awards and all the cool stuff that they're doing for OAX. I'm really hyped. We're actually going to be sponsoring some stuff. So I should be at OAX hanging out with Max, which would be great.
Sweet.
Freaking epic.
Awesome.
Other than that, we have Apollo City Comics has a Kickstarter right now, Outer Space #3. Eric, Ben, and Jackie. It's their cannabis infused. I forget the pitch line. It's amazing. It's funny. It's stripes in space with weed. So just go have fun with that.
That sounds amazing.
And you can check out all the other Apollo City Comics stuff at apolloCityComics.com. Thank you all so much. You guys have a good night.
Yo, good night.
Peace.